with Lou Marconi and Johnny Cleveland. Part of the Fanatical L's Network, fans first. Join us now. Good evening, Lou.
Hey, good evening.
How are you on this wonderful
Well,
Monday
the
night
Bengals are
football?
losing, so I'm happy. So they're down 14-3, so I'm happy. Doing well, doing well. Hey, I'm really I think we got to start the show and just pay much overdue respect to the American League Central Division champions yesterday. Little factoid, yes. Little factoid. They were 15 and a half games behind Detroit on July 8th. That is correct. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The first time since Major League Baseball went to divisions since 1969 that a team came back from that far, not only caught the team, but went on to win the division.
1969?
Yes, first time since they went to divisions in 69 that's happened.
That was when I was born. Wow. 50 some 5 years.
I wasn't even, I was 4 years before I was born.
Right.
That's all. But it's just, it's
Phenomenal.
historic to be able to do what they did. So congratulations to them. I thought it was. I just want to start out being positive because the game yesterday was not that positive. There were positives from the game. I thought the defense played good enough to win, and I thought the only good player we had on offense yesterday was Quinshon Judkins, but otherwise, really not much else to say.
Yeah.
On the next week.
I talked about Quinshon, or I'm writing a story about him, but I talked about it a little bit on the post game show last night. And I just said he's the only one that seems like he gives a damn on the offense. I was late in that game. I mean, there was 10 minutes, and I know the commentators were even talking about it. Their body language as an offense, we can get into all that, but it was pretty poor. But congratulations to the Guardians.
Playoffs start tomorrow.
Yeah, this is what, isn't it like recent history? This is the 6th year out of the last 8 or the 6th of the last 9 that the Indians have made it to the postseason in recent.
I wouldn't
history.
Surprise me. No, it was because I know when 2016 was they were within a whisker of winning the World Series. So I want to say they did win the division 2 following seasons after that, and this is back-to-back division championships. And I think they did they made the playoffs too. So that's about right. I think that's about right. I was just kind of going through the last 9 years, and since moving from that lakefront monstrosity of a stadium, in the past 31 years, they've had 13 division titles and 15 postseason appearances and 3 American League pennants in 31 years.
Just remarkable.
So, yeah,
just remarkable.
That change can do you good. So I think
Lou,
it's time.
Like all those years you talked about the monstrosity. I mean, you and I both have, and many of the people that listen to this show who are older have been sat in that municipal stadium over the years.
It was a miserable place. It was a god awful miserable place. You can sit wherever you want. Nobody gave a shit.
Right. Yeah. Right. I think the only time it mattered, Lou, was the All-Star game back in '81 as far as seating, because I went with my great aunt, and
I didn't go to that All-Star game. That's how the strike ended too. Is they had the All-Star game in August.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Well, there's an interesting story about that. That it was, I think it was before it became FanDuel, when it was.
Yeah.
I want to say, I don't know if it was Bally's at the time or what it was called, Sports Time Ohio. That network did a piece about that in 1981, where the night before they did a Brown Steelers preseason game, and the crew had to work overnight to get that field ready for the All-Star game, and they did.
Yeah. So they had a preseason game, and the All-Star, because the All-Star game was shifted to the August. Interesting. Wow.
Yeah, and I think it was, and plus that was the same year Len Barker pitched a perfect game.
Oh, that was a fantastic moment.
Yep. All I remember was watching Channel 43, and I saw the crawl. I'm like, oh, okay.
Right.
I met Len Barker. I said, no, I wasn't there, but I heard about it. And I said, I heard about it. I saw the crawl while watching Three's Company. He laughed.
Oh, really? Really? Oh,
he thought it was hilarious. Lenny Barker. I was like, okay, cool guy. Yeah, he's a really nice guy. So
Yeah.
anyway, man, thank you, Cleveland Indians for doing what you did this year. It definitely, hey, whatever they do now to me is
Yeah.
icing on the cake because that's
Yeah.
just an amazing accomplishment. Them
They
winning
said the last this last homestand they had 190,000 people
yeah,
show up.
yeah. I caught the very end of that game because I just said,
Yeah.
okay, let's see how that. Well, once I saw the Tigers lost, I said, well, they got the division. So that we owned the tiebreakers, and then
Mm,
they were cheering. I mean, then when they found out, it was like
yeah.
with extra innings. It was the bottom of the 10th, I think it was,
Okay.
and they were like all high fiving each other. They knew they won the division. So okay, let's finish this game. A walk off 3-run home run, and
Is that just not like I
yeah,
told my wife? I said, well, they lost the game because I assumed they got down 8-5, and of course, I should never assume.
make
And
an
here
ass
they
out of
are,
you and me. Yeah,
right? And
yeah,
I'm looking at my phone, and it says the Guardians win 9-8, 3-run homer by so and so, and I'm like, what?
yeah.
So
Yeah, because I caught it and then I did yard work. I did. I didn't even watch much of the Ravens Chiefs game. I was doing. I had grass to cut. I had to get on my
yes,
riding mower and cut my grass, get some sun.
yes. Well, it was
But
nice to see the Ratbirds lose.
yep. Only
Lamar is my quarterback in fantasy league, so I wasn't real excited because he went out with an injury, but he is, they said, a hamstring
week to week.
injury. Yeah, it did not look good. The
Those soft tissue injuries can linger.
yeah,
They could. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to make a point. Yeah, this sucked. The one thing that I thought was that I didn't like about this was it was eerily similar to what happened against Baltimore on the road
yeah.
in week 2. Hey,
Thanks, Mike. Yep.
yeah, off the foul pole. Yeah, knocked off
Yeah.
the foul. I caught that. I turned it on and I was like, oh, they're still playing. Oh, okay. We got 2 guys on, got a guy up. Oh, let's see what happens. I was like, whoa, that's exactly what happened. I
Uh-huh.
just switched it over. And I was just anyway. And anyway, but if you remember in the fourth quarter in the Baltimore game, we were down 20-10.
Yep.
Fourth quarter Detroit game, we're down 20-10.
Hmm.
Wheels came off in the fourth quarter because you can't, if you're that ineffective offensively and you're giving good teams an opportunity, they're going to take advantage of it. And that's exactly what happened.
The
So,
opportunities that we talk about, and we can get into this a
mm,
little bit with
yeah.
the offense in that sequence. Okay, I want to back up real quick, but in the
Okay.
first half, just an overview from my perspective. You know, you had
Mhm.
Joe Flacco, and I didn't watch the whole first half, but
Played like
the
shit.
highlights. He threw a couple interceptions. You fast forward to when you're talking about when it was 20-10,
Did you think that
and
one interception was interference on Jerry Judy? I
I
was
didn't
going to,
see it enough, so I'm gonna go with whatever you think
I,
on that.
I thought it was because
Uh-huh.
I was listening to a watch along party
Yeah.
on YouTube. And that's why,
Okay.
and like, that's not interference. What the hell? How can that not be
Uh-huh.
interference? Because it looks like he shoved him in the back and then caught it. I
Yeah.
mean, that's what it looked like from my angle. And
Yeah.
the referee just stood there. Oh, I'm not going to throw it
Well,
on Detroit.
fast forward to the fourth quarter there when the Browns did have the ball, and to Joe Flacco's credit, he threw probably two of the best balls all game. He first threw one
The drops.
to the tight end,
Harold
uh,
Fanning. Yep,
Harold
dropped it.
Fannin, that he
Drop.
dropped.
He
The
dropped.
second one he threw to Jerry Judy, and my God, it was
He
beautifully
dropped.
thrown,
He dropped
and he
it.
dropped it. Jerry
Hmm.
Judy went on this whole spiel after the game. You know, he was pissed off with himself. I'm glad he showed a little bit of energy with his anger.
And
Um,
accountability.
yeah, and accountability. I guess it's
Hmm.
just that moment, and then that moment was followed by the punt that was taken back for the touchdown.
Yeah,
Just, just totally,
that
it
did it.
sucked everything out of every Browns fan. It was like,
Hmm.
okay, we're done. And and there were 10 minutes or 11 minutes to go in the game, and that's
We knew
when
it was over. Yeah, I knew.
but yeah,
Yeah.
the the players were being criticized by the TV announcers for kind of going along and just not seeming like they were into it. So, you know, obviously they were probably dejected as well, but they didn't have really good body language. And that's why when you just mentioned earlier, Quinshawn Junkins, I mean, I mentioned it again, like he was the only guy that I felt gave a damn. Even late in that game,
Hmm.
he was, it seemed to me, I don't know, Lou, of what you saw, but there were a couple times where he'd jump up off the ground and he'd be like pissed off. And I don't know if he was pissed off with his offensive lineman or himself or What
Well, you
he
have to
just
ask him. I don't know.
yeah.
He thought he could have done better on the run. Like I had a
No,
better
I don't
lane.
know. I mean, I don't know what but he seemed still fired up, and I mean,
Well,
we
it's
need
good.
some fired upness.
We need that kind of energy. Yeah, and the thing too, I don't think what John Morton said was that big of a deal, but I think it got made a mountain out of a molehill type of thing. They were just doing it for clicks. We're talking about the way I haven't seen on a run game like ours.
Oh yeah, just read that one.
What is he?
He
Mike,
he well, he
is
was
he talking
referring
about
to
our
the
game, the
yeah,
Browns
he was basically
Lions?
saying what you just said, which is
Oh,
it
okay,
was
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
watching
It
the
was
Ratbirds
almost a replay
loss.
of what happened. Like the wheels came off in the fourth quarter, and I just thinking like if since listening to how Stefanski talked today and how he
Yes,
wasn't committed to making a change, he wasn't committed to staying with Flacco or
right.
anything. I truly think that they're probably going to make a change, but they won't announce it till later in the week.
They fly to London on Wednesday,
Right.
so maybe they make the announcement when they get over to England.
We'll do it on the plane. Yeah, we're gonna have a press conference in England. Well, they might. It might be a game day thing. I don't know if they can do that or not, but
I
it
mean, it
could
shouldn't
be.
shock anybody, right, Lou? What we're
Mm,
talking about here, as far as
no,
this quarterback
no.
change,
I think they
other
were
than
trying to hold out until after
right.
Pittsburgh, but I don't. I think it's getting to the point now. We got to do something. Um, because the thing is that we had two backup tackles playing, and that didn't help because they couldn't really do much to move Flacco around because
Yeah.
he doesn't have the legs of a 25-year-old guy anymore. So it's different. So
Who's the
um,
guy that they traded for today?
Cam
Did
Robinson, a former
Cam
second round pick
Robinson?
from the Jaguars, he was with Houston last year and this year. He was traded basically. What it was a lot of it was a salary dump. We took the
Okay.
18 million cap hit for it. We used the rollover
Okay.
cap space for it and only gave up like a sixth round pick. We basically swapped sixths and sevenths and got him.
Well,
So we gave,
anything would be better at this point, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It's an upgrade.
it
If he's
has to
healthy,
be.
it's an upgrade. And I'm praying Jack Conklin can play because we need him.
What do you think about that? I mean, I've seen some criticism that he was a big waste the last several years. I mean, the guy's
Well,
aging; he's old.
he can't be healthy if he can't stay. This is his last year with us. He's had issues staying healthy since we signed him. So that's just what it is. So
Right.
it is what it is.
Okay.
Um, yeah, if he, I mean, just a healthy Jack Conklin and a healthy and you know average left tackle play, it would be so much better. Plus, Aiden Hutchinson against the backup tackle was a disaster. And then yeah, he's having a monster game. Yeah, he's playing against
What,
a backup tackle. Of course he is.
Lou? If we're talking about the offense,
Sure, that's what we've been doing.
generating off because we're not generating jack squat right
We're
now.
not doing shit. Nope.
I mean, you've got Cedric Tillman, who's now injured and will be out for multiple weeks. You have Jerry
What was
Judy.
the injury? Is it a knee injury, ankle, hamstring? What is
I don't know. I didn't
was it?
get the specifics. I'd have to go
Okay,
back and look
and
at the
I
transcript.
know the punt returner.
Yes, Gabe
Uh,
Davis.
yeah, yeah,
Is that right?
he
Gabe
had like an
Davis?
ankle. He kind of hobbled off the field. I think it was like an ankle injury for him. So he's weak. He's like a couple weeks too.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are two
Yeah.
guys
So,
that
I
are
mean,
hurt.
that's just, I mean, I guess I look first at I didn't have a chance to look at all the offensive stats for the Browns earlier. I'm writing a story about it, but basically, I was getting to that point, and I just look at first at the wide receivers. You have Jerry Judy, you have Harold Fan, who's kind of a tight end. You have David Njoku. Some people have been saying, well, maybe the Browns should be focused in on trying to get David Njoku the ball more in this offense. Do
Yeah,
you think that
yeah,
that's a good plan?
absolutely. Anybody, everybody. I was. I think too. It seems like Father Time caught up with Flacco.
Right?
And
He's mentioning the
yeah,
defense here,
Miles Garrett.
Miles.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's going to be good for us. Well, I wanted to make the point too that just kind of add what Mike was saying there that
Yeah.
you know guys, Minnesota does have a good defense. So does Pittsburgh.
Hmm.
The next 2 weeks, but really with the 13 games that are left, I look at it like, well, 11 of these 13 games are actually winnable. I'm not saying we're going to win all 11 of them out of those 13, but I mean, you think about it. If what if we pulled off 6 or 7 wins after this for the rest
Mhm.
of the season? We win 7 or 8 games
Mhm.
for the season. It's like, okay, that's pretty much where we thought we were.
Mhm.
Where
Mhm.
I'm talking like, okay, at the minutes that we're facing Carson Wentz against the backup right tackle, so we have an opportunity going
Okay.
into Pittsburgh. That's the one I don't think's winnable. I
Mhm.
mean, it's just to me, we just based if you, especially if you're starting a rookie.
Right.
But then after that, what do we got? We got New England. No,
Mhm.
we got Miami, New
Miami.
England, the Jets after a bye week.
Mhm.
We have Baltimore here, depending on how healthy they are. But I
Mhm.
think we have a shot at beating them here.
Mhm.
Okay, and then after that, we got what? Oakland, not
Oh,
Oakland, but
right.
Vegas,
The
San Francisco.
Bills are in there somewhere. San
Bills
Francisco.
is the second. The other one I don't think is winnable. Bills here. That's in December. But
Yeah.
we also have the Bears,
Yeah.
and then we have Pittsburgh here. We go to Cincinnati, and Cincinnati. I mean, looks like it's two
They're getting
12
ready
to
to.
go.
Yeah.
It's 4th and 1. I can't. I mean, and they're
I
on
think
the.
they
They're.
just called the timeout. Yeah.
It's a long one too. That's like 1.5 almost. From what I could see, they just call it timeout. But anyway, but do you see what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of
Mhm.
winnable games after this, and a change at quarterback could do us some good because we need a guy that can move. They call him Hawaii 5'9".
Right. Bears. We play the Bears, and then
Bears.
that's
We
right,
play the
Mike.
Bears
Thank
in
you.
December.
Yep.
Yep. Yep. And I think San Francisco here is a winnable game. So there's some games. A
Hmm.
lot of home games are winnable, except for maybe the Buffalo game.
We'll
I
see
think
what the
that's.
weather's like then too. I mean, there's a lot
I'll
of
be
things.
there. I'll be there. If you're doing the
Right.
pregame, I'll be there. I'll get on live. I'll be I'll
I
be getting
think
the beer
it's
girls to make sure
this
you tip the beer chicks. Was
the
it?
whole the the struggles on this offense though are just mind blowing. So I mean, if we insert Dylan Gabriel going into this
Hmm.
game in London, are you expecting things to turn around magically, or do you think it's going to take a little bit of time with Dylan
I think
and
it'll
this
improve
offense?
incrementally.
Hmm.
I think he's going to be kind of. I don't see Stefanski giving him a whole. Well, oh wow,
What happened?
Knicks just threw an interception
Oh, there you
in the
go.
end zone. Yeah,
Okay.
looks like it's a touchback. Yeah, when he could have just thrown it away and they would have had the ball inside the 3. Yeah, well, they got cute.
Okay.
But anyway,
Yes,
so
for Dylan. Yeah.
I'm not saying it's going to be a perfect flip the switch, everything's going to start working.
Sure.
I think what would help too. Oh no, it didn't hit the ground. No, it's an interception. I just looked at it. They're going to review it.
Okay.
It didn't look like it hit the ground from here. So yeah, it didn't hit the ground. No, but my thing was, I think if an average quarterback play would help immensely
Yep.
with
Mike
this team.
says
At
too,
least
like,
he's
and this
mobile
goes
and he
to
can
your
extend
point.
plays. Flacco's basically a statue. My friend Harvey said the same thing. I
Yeah.
was on the phone with him today. I said, yeah,
It
he's
really
just,
it really has been significant. The
yeah.
shift from where what we saw 2 years ago kind of was this sort of magical time at the end of the 2023 season that really was fantastic to be a fan and everything. And
Oh, it was fun.
it
Yeah.
just but
We
you
appreciate
get
that
old.
too. Thanks, Joe.
Yeah, you get older and things aren't the same. I just,
You telling me?
I see some of these players on the wide receiver room. Isaiah Bond,
Hmm.
right?
He's
I
got
like what
talent.
I've seen from him.
Hmm.
Um, the
I like
Jerry
what I've
Judy
seen from
st-
all the rookies. Yeah.
now the Jerry Judy stuff bothers me because of his attitude. I know he's pissed off, and that's good that he's pissed off, but I need a guy that's like more of a team player. He seems when you listen to him, he's frustrated with his own play, and I get it, but I don't see a guy,
Well, he
and
was
I
the
don't
one that
know.
dropped that pass. That's probably what
Oh,
he was
for
talking
sure.
about. Yeah.
I
He's
just
I
I don't know.
What would you rather he said than what he said? Because I'm trying to remember the quote. I
Well,
remember
he was
he's
just pissed off with himself, and he was just like, "That's shit," and I need to do better. And
he probably
listen, I
feels like he let
understand
his
it.
team down. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. I need to see some of these other players on offense, like David Njoku, another veteran who's been around for 8 or 9 years now with the Browns, to show. I don't know. I just maybe a little bit more leadership, or maybe we're not privy to that, but it just seems like watching them on offense during the
Hmm.
games, there's just not a lot of
Yeah.
emotion
You know whose offense is worse than the Browns right now?
Who's?
Tennessee.
Tennessee
Mm-hmm.
with
Cam
their
Ward.
rookie quarterback Cam Ward.
Mm-hmm. Hold on.
So is he going to survive? Is the
Oh,
coach
it did
there?
hit the ground.
Oh, we're still
Oh,
watching. Okay.
from that angle, it looks like it did, but I don't know if they'll call it. I honestly, we'll see what they
Looks
do.
like they gave the ball back to Cincinnati.
Well, Cincinnati's going to have the ball regardless. It was a fourth down play.
Right.
So it's just a matter.
Okay.
Oh no. They said it didn't. They gave him the touchback. They didn't.
Okay.
They didn't down it inside the two or something like that. So they gave him the neutral field position. But another thing too is the special teams has to do their job because we weren't getting decent field position. We weren't winning the
Mhm.
field position battles. And I mean, believe it or not, the defense played good enough to win. They weren't shut out. They weren't lights out. They weren't elite. No, but they were
Mhm.
good enough to win. Detroit is a very good team, guys.
They
They were.
are
They were. What were they last year? 15-2.
15-2. So let me ask you this, Lou. I
Yeah.
said this on my show last night or the post game
Yes, sir.
that the Browns took a lead, and I know it's early in the game and things happen, but in
Hmm.
my going back through it and in the moment, well, and at the time,
Hmm.
the Browns defense we've been talking about the Browns defense and
Hmm.
being good and really doing
Yeah.
all these things. And so at the beginning of the game, when the Browns got the ball, they stopped Detroit in their first series. They got the ball, they went down, they scored. We go up 7-0. It was a bad kick, I think, and I think Detroit got good field position, but we didn't
Hmm.
stop them. And they went and scored a touchdown. And those are the moments for me as a fan. I'm like, if the Browns defense really wants, and I know it's early in the game, but if they really wanted to oppose their will, that moment in that game when we had the lead for a few seconds, I wish they could have stopped them in that first. And they got, and you listen, Detroit got a few nice little calls there. There were
Yeah.
some holding calls
There
that
was other
weren't
shit that
called.
happened. Yeah.
Yeah, I just
Oh, there was
that
holding. I was yelling at the TV, so I
yeah.
know.
But that's
Yeah.
where I just wish that they could have locked down there, at least given the Browns a little bit of
I wish they would have won the
cushion.
game. How about that? I wish they would have. You got to give credit where credit is due too. Detroit is a very good team. We did
For sure.
this wasn't a CYO team we
Jer-
lost to. So,
Jared Goff, the quarterback for the
he's a
Lions,
former number one pick.
was very good at getting the ball out quickly. The Browns
Yeah.
didn't have a sack. They didn't
Nope.
register a
They had a
sack.
lot of hurries and a lot of pressures and a lot of incompletions from that.
Yes.
Yeah, golf had a. I don't think they still have a streak. They haven't allowed a 300-yard passer in I don't know how many games. I can't even know what the streak is.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The Browns defense is for real. So against Carson Wentz, like I said, if Dylan Gabriel starts and he could take care of the ball and move the offense, we're going to be fine. And special teams plays a clean game and plays a positive and clean game, we're going to be in a position to win the game. Whether or not that happens that's the big if. It's like I think I look forward to seeing what we got in Dylan Gabriel. Might as well. We're probably going to see Shador
Sure.
too by the end of the year,
If
unless
this
Gabriel's tearing it up. So
when the first four games, if you look back at all the box scores and all the team stats, whenever the
mhm.
Browns play their opponent, in most of these games, and even yesterday's game, the Browns held they were very evenly matched. If you look at the actual stats,
Mhm.
200 and some yards, 200 and some yards. The Browns ended up having
They outgained us by 20 yards for this
right.
game.
So I
Detroit
mean,
did.
it was very evenly matched. And in the previous games, the Browns have outbid the other teams, and even the loss to Baltimore that we were talking about earlier
We
two
outgained them.
weeks ago, we crushed them in those stats. And if it weren't for the craziness that happened in that game, we should have won that one. And going back to the game one, we aren't doing those things that we need to be doing, to ultimately win these games.
Right.
Obviously,
We got to
I
start
mean,
doing that. And there's games that are winnable. And I think, I don't know how to say it. What is it? The Vikings O line struggled massively in Dublin. So I'm actually pretty confident going into Sunday if we could protect the football. I was saying the exact same thing, Mike. We're
Mhm.
you know we're agreeing. I think John's agreeing with me too. He's nodding the whole time anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
He just smiles and nods. That's what he does.
I'm giving you the floor, Lou. See, now
No, and I appreciate it. Last week you cut me
last
off
week I
all
was
week.
cutting him off,
It
and
didn't even bother me that much. I just was kind of like, yeah, you were eager to talk. That's why I looked at it. So, no, I just, yeah, right. I think it's really what it is. You protect the football and you create turnovers. And Denzel Ward had an interception, which was you
okay.
know, so
Let me, but
I think I'm not really worried about facing Carson Wentz in London. And I'm really not worried about facing Aaron Rodgers. I think if just kind of looking ahead a little bit too, Pittsburgh offensive line struggles.
yeah.
They do. They're not that good. And Aaron Rodgers is not any more mobile than Joe Flacco.
Oh, right.
So
Absolutely
so
not.
let's just see what happens the next two
The,
weeks and see where we're at. So if we just hypothetically, we have at least 2 wins out of the first 6 weeks, and we're going
uh,
into the rest of these games,
uh,
and Gabriel's playing well, we could.
hmm
I mean, well, I'm not saying great. I'm just saying
hmm
well. So let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. And I want to win too. I want to win these games just as much as anybody.
The turnovers. Let's talk about that for a
Kill
quick
us,
second.
kill us,
Well,
killers.
we're last in the league. We're minus
Hmm.
6 in the turnover ratio. We
That's
have
horrible.
eight turnovers. We've created 2 takeaways,
Whoa.
so we're minus 6. Obviously, it's still very early in the year, but we are dead last. There are a couple teams that are like -5. We're at minus
Hmm.
6. I know that can change in a dime, especially early in the season, and so numbers aren't exactly uh, clear or paint the whole picture. But this has been something that this team has been talking about doing better, and they did. Like you said, Denzel Ward got an interception yesterday. But the teams that the Browns have had success, you know this, Lou, have we've been plus pretty big. Like I think we were plus 23 or something the year that we went to the playoffs. I
Hmm.
think back in 2020, something pretty solid. We were tops in the league. So that has shifted. Obviously, we have to change that.
Yeah, that has to fix. And the thing that worried me about Flacco was that he was a turnover machine. He was.
Yeah,
He was. I think when they brought in Pickett, they wanted Pickett to win the job. They had Flacco in case he was like a emergency option while developing the rookies, but he hurt his hamstring and he
yeah,
never got out of it. And he hasn't even seen the field with the Raiders, as far as I know.
yeah. No, he hasn't. Hey, Lou, let's pause for a quick commercial break. We'll be
Mhm.
right back.
Sure.
Hey, thanks for coming back to Stirring the Pot. We want to shout out to Hemisphere Coffee Roasters. They shake the hand of the farmer, and Lou wants you to tell them to let them know that Lou
Lou
sent you.
sent you. You heard?
I
You like that?
I
Tell them Lou
did.
sent you.
I heard that.
You got to
Yep.
do it this way. If people that are
Yeah.
watching can see it now versus people that are listening, I'm doing
Yes.
the Italian salute. There you
Listen
go.
also to us later on Apple and Spotify. We appreciate you tuning in to the Fanatical Elves Network, part of Fans First Sports. That's Lou Marconi. I'm John Suchan, and
Johnny
we're
Cleveland.
we're trying. Well, yeah, I'm
Oh,
Johnny Cleveland. Is it the Johnny Cleveland and Lou? Yeah, okay. Um,
but I'm
we're
kidding.
we're
Your
we're
alter
we're
ego.
we're going down. We're reminiscing on a. The thing is, Lou, I ended up going out of. I was out of town. I was out. Have you ever been out to that part of between here and Dayton? There's a town called Yellow Springs. Some folks
No,
might
I've
know
never
it.
been there. No.
It's where Dave Chappelle, the comedian, lives.
Oh,
He actually has a home out there and some things, and he's lived out there for a while. But it's a cute, it's got places to go, and there's pumpkin patches and apple orchards, and so I ended up spending a little bit of time out there in the morning before the game started. But I told people last night, as the Brown season goes on, and we want you to watch the Browns, and obviously all of you who are watching us now are hopefully diehard Browns fans. There are other things to do with family and friends, and get outside. Been beautiful weather here in Ohio for God
for
knows how
yeah,
long.
yeah. It's been it's
So
been a very nice fall so far. Yeah.
hot though, a little bit hot
A
down
little bit
here.
warm. Yeah, it's gonna.
Yeah,
I think that's gonna change eventually. It's just gonna hit us all at once.
right.
But that's usually
Well,
Ohio. So
should we talk about the Guardians again?
Yeah.
Hey, how about the Cavs? Today they had the did you see that? They had the media day for the Cavs
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and
And
Lorenzo.
Darius Garland has yet to say if he was going to miss any time to start the season. So
Oh,
yeah,
Lorenzo
that's
Ball saying that he didn't know that Cleveland had water. Did you see that?
what the hell did he think we did?
He didn't know we had a lake here.
Oh, he didn't know we had a lake.
I think that's what he was referring to when he says we don't have water. He said he would always come here. It would be cold and snowy and
Touchdown Denver. They're going to be
oh,
leading at
oh, Denver just
halftime,
scored.
21
All
to
right.
3. 20-yard touchdown reception. Yeah.
You know, I've been
Wow.
out there to Denver, Lou. It
So have I.
I hate the Broncos, but they have that stadium is rocking.
I haven't been
So
at the stadium. I haven't been to the stadium. I've been to Denver though,
yeah,
but
it's a great
I never
town.
went to the stadium.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if it weren't for John
The,
Elway ruining both your and my childhoods,
yeah.
we'd maybe
The
have a
people were very
different
nice. The people were very nice to
right.
me. So yeah,
Oh,
they're
they
cool.
are.
Yeah. So looks like yeah, wow. So think about this. The Bengals, if this score holds up, both
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, if I'm not mistaken, both Pittsburgh and Denver will be 2-2. Both Pittsburgh and Cincinnati will be 2-2. Is that
Uh,
correct?
yeah. Hey,
And
Lou, I
then
want your opinion
Baltimore
about
and us will be 1-3, right?
yeah.
So we're one game out from the division lead. But
You're
go
right.
ahead.
I mean, that's the one saving grace about this that you've been talking about. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that really is. Right now, you're in a position where if you could win another game or two, you know, I know you have said this, and I
You
know like
fix
Steve
the
Gill
offense somehow. Yeah.
had said this. If we come out of this first 6 games like 2 wins, so if we can get one win out of the next 2 games, get a win
3 wins
against
would be phenomenal. 3 wins would
right,
be like wow,
right.
which would be almost more. Yeah, but go ahead. Two
No,
wins would
my
be really
question
good.
is just again going back to this whole philosophy, the whole way that the team and Stefanski are right now, with the defense playing really pretty good. They were
Okay,
showing a lot of pictures of Miles Garrett at the end of the game. How is this defense going to maintain its mentality if this Browns offense continues to spin its wheels and doesn't go anywhere?
they're
You know,
professionals.
yeah, they're just okay.
They're professionals, and they're gonna go out there and they're gonna do their job. Yeah, I'm glad they're feeling dejected and they're angry after losing like that. They should be.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Yeah, piling
Yep.
up.
Yeah. I was talking about that earlier, Mike. Baltimore's got the injuries piling up on them. I really
Yeah.
feel bad. Their defensive tackle, the nose tackle, he has a neck injury. He's out for the year. I mean, it was
Mm.
serious. I think it happened against us, but I don't remember exactly which play. I can't pronounce his name too well, but yeah, it's like, man, I hope he's okay. I just was like, it's a dangerous game. These guys,
Mm-hmm.
yep. And it looks like Cincinnati just took a knee, and it's 21-3 Denver at half.
Okay.
And 24-13 Miami, and I think they're in the fourth quarter. Yeah,
The
they
Bengals, they look like their uniforms remind me of the Flintstones tonight for like Fred Flintstone.
So yes, well, with the
Oh,
Flintstones was the Honeymooners, but set in the Stone Age. So I remember my favorite meme about the Flintstones. It showed them celebrating Christmas, and it's like, wait a second, what are they celebrating? They're before Christ. I thought it was funny. They had a Christmas tree and everything, and I'm like, what? I was like, yeah, that's right. It's prehistoric. What are they
it's a
What are they
cartoon,
celebrating?
you know? Now you've ruined the,
I thought
that's
that
good.
was great. I thought
No,
like
it's
that was
good.
funny. Yeah,
I would always watch that one. Oh, the other morning, I
the
don't know if
Hanna-Barbera cartoons. Yeah.
well, not that the cartoons. I'm shifting gears a little bit, but
Okay.
I turned on the TV and I have the Sam's. We have a Samsung TV, and we have like we have a
Yeah.
Samsung channel. I don't know if you've got that on
hmm
any of yours, but
I have
it was
Spectrum. I have Spectrum. I have it on Spectrum right now.
they had the old series Who's the Boss with Tony Danza.
Oh
Remember,
yeah.
you
I
watched
remember that. Alyssa Milano. Yes.
Yes, it was one of my favorite
Yes.
shows as a kid. I was a teenager, but that
I
was
was
on
a
all the
teenager. That's why I
time.
watched it with Alyssa Milano. But yeah.
Right? Yeah, they Tony Danza was in the old show Taxi too,
Yes.
which
hmm
was
With
another
Andy Kaufman.
classic.
With Andy Kaufman.
Oh yeah, and then the guy from Back to the Future who played kind of the
Christopher
stone.
Lloyd. He's a
Yeah, he
spaced
was
out
the
guy.
stony.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were showing a scene the other day with him trying to get his driver's license, and they're all in trying to help him. And oh, it was just
He
so
did like,
funny.
what does the yellow light mean? He goes,
What does a yellow
slow
light mean?
down.
Yeah,
And he goes, what does?
uh,
It
that
went on
is.
forever. It went on forever. It was like, there was Danny DeVito, also Always Sunny in Philadelphia,
Yes,
was in that show. Yeah.
he was.
That was
So many.
actually my favorite meme I got with Corey, because we'll do organically come up with it while we do our show, the Sunday
Yeah.
Stew Pot, if you check us out on Rumble. And I says, oh, the kid that got his ball stolen from the Karen, the Philadelphia Karen. I just made a comment, said, "Yeah, it's always Karen in Philadelphia," and he couldn't stop laughing when I said, "I said you got to do the meme with Danny DeVito with the Phillies jersey stealing the ball from the kid," and it was that thumbnail got so much response. People were
Oh,
dying.
that's
They thought it
funny.
was hilarious with Danny DeVito doing it.
Now Danny DeVito is in all these what's
Jersey
the
Mike commercials.
Jersey
Yeah,
Mike's
he's fishing
commercials.
in a pond. I was like, don't tell anybody my secret spot.
Between that and Baker Mayfield with the new Popeye commercials,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
no,
yeah.
it's
That was
been
interesting
interesting.
too. That Philadelphia game, Philadelphia
Yeah,
Tampa. That was an interesting game. Yeah, because Philadelphia just came out running on them
they
and ran up
did.
this. Yeah, that was an interesting one. I'm going to say this about the Browns in this season. They're going to make a change at quarterback. It's not a
Mhm.
matter of when. It's not a matter of if. It's a matter of
If.
when, I should say. And it's probably going to be a week or two sooner than they wanted to.
See, Lou, I think like the more I've thought about it today, somebody else said this. I mean, starting Gabriel on Sunday in London
London,
would the advantages to that are that the crowd is not going to be hostile. It's a
right?
foreign country, and so getting his feet wet without going away to like Pittsburgh, where it would just be
Well,
dreadful. I mean, if that is
Pittsburgh.
his second game, so be it. But at least he
Yeah,
would have played an NFL game against the Vikings.
these are interesting Dolphins uniforms. They're all black. Just so you know, I don't know
They're
if you.
crazy. I know. I see
Yeah,
that.
they
Yeah.
look pretty cool. I like the way they look. But go ahead, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you. But
No, I just
so
was
you
thinking.
think
I mean, I
you
think it
think
would make the perfect sense. I think it makes perfect sense to start him now in London because,
then he gets his feet wet and he can be more
yeah,
prepared in Pittsburgh. Hey, I mean the Pittsburgh game, they're coming off their bye week. We're going there from London. And I mean,
right,
that's
right.
it's tough enough to win in
Okay,
there
let
as
me
it
ask you
is.
one other thing now. I'm going to throw one other topic that came up late, and I don't know if you caught it, but I'll just give you the gist. Did you see what happened with Rex Ryan today, the idiot guy who,
He's complaining about Shador running his mouth.
yes, you saw it. So
Yeah.
the whole thing, and I don't want to spend a lot of time on it because Rex Ryan is on ESPN for a reason because he sucks as a coach. People are saying that he's got privy information from somebody on the inside of the Browns because that's why he said what he said about Shador. I'm like, it's the most ridiculous story to come out the day after the Browns lose. Shador is the third string quarterback. Leave the kid alone and let the kid
He's a
work.
fifth round pick.
Yeah, I mean, just
He's a project. He's a guy where he's developmental right now. Well, the other thing too, people do that stuff because Shador Sanders will get clicks. Shador Sanders will get views. You come off with a hot take on Shador Sanders, you're going to get clicks and views.
mhm,
That's why.
mhm. Yeah, no,
That's
you're
why.
right. No, when he
That's the only
did
reason
it, I
why I
mean,
did it.
I've just, but it's just, it's irritating because
Yep.
that's what we've come
So
to.
it's a 9:30 a.m. kickoff next week. Fuck him. I don't care
Yes,
about Rex Ryan.
right.
Fuck you, Rex Ryan. All right, go ahead. So
No,
9:30 kickoff. Yeah,
9:30 kickoff. That's right. So
yeah. Get your
what
coffee and
will see now?
donuts.
We got to think about this now for the kickoff. It's a morning kickoff. So I'm thinking for me, I'm going to be outside. It's going to be hot still here in Ohio. I'm going to do probably like a big breakfast with I'm going to cook some eggs and bacon out
I'll
there and
probably
on the
watch the
skillet.
game in our family room, and my daughters will come in and ask me questions, and I'll explain it to them what I'm watching. And they say, "You want to stay and watch?" And they probably will for a minute, then they'll go off and do something else. That's usually what happens when I watch games. And then my wife just sits, she does her thing, and then she just hears my reaction. She knows how the game is going. That's usually how it works.
So Carson Wentz will be the guy that's going for the Vikings.
Yeah, McCarthy's still hurt as far as I know.
And to think that Carson Wentz at one point, Lou, you know this too, that he was really be looked at by the Browns, potentially the Browns could have drafted him and
Right.
chose not to.
Correct.
And now he's playing for the Vikings as a backup. So
Yeah.
it'll
He
be
was with
interesting.
Kansas City too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yeah, he was.
Yep.
He's bounced around the league. Hey, you know what? I care about is I want whoever's at quarterback to win.
Yeah.
I want the team to win. I do want to
Yeah.
win. I'm tired of the next year stuff we're building. We should tank. No, no, no. Try to win. And we should. The Browns are 3
Browns
and
are
0 my
3 and
last
0
three
last
games
3
I've
games.
attended. Let's make it 4 and 0. Yes.
When are you going, Mike? Where
Well, he's
are
going.
you?
He's in London.
Oh,
He's
Mike,
across
you
the
live
pond.
over in London?
Yep, he's across the
Dude,
pond. He's
why did I
it,
not know this, Mike? And why are you're if you're in London right now, it's
three
2 in the
like
morning.
yeah.
Thanks,
He's
Mike.
across the pond. Paul Brown, and Jack Duffin are people that I know very well.
We've
Over there.
had
I
Paul
haven't
on our
talked.
show. Mike, we should get you on one of our shows.
I know Jack. With him and his wife were expecting, and I haven't talked to him much. I just kind of checked
Oh,
in
I
on him
wondered.
a
Yeah,
couple of
he
weeks
hasn't been
ago.
saying much. He hasn't been
No,
out there as much.
they were expecting their first, and just it
Okay.
was in September, so I don't know. I haven't heard anything,
Yeah.
but I just jumped there. Say, hey man, hope you're doing well.
If Mike, if you're listening still, I
yeah,
work in education and schools and such, and we're planning a trip with our students over in the next couple of years to
in the UK, yeah, he's
not
over
in
in
the
the
UK.
UK.
We're going to
Mhm.
London, not this spring break, but next
Now,
spring break. So, yep.
I'm not sure because I know the Steelers weren't. I'm watching Monday Night Football, taking a nap in the evening to stay up. Okay.
Good for
he,
you,
he,
Mike.
he comments on the Friday shows too. Last couple of weeks we had Posh. I should have Sherry back. Hopefully
Okay.
Friday. Yeah. So I'll be back on Friday. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Browns winning in London. This is technically we're the home team. It's a home game for us.
Oh, okay.
We're the home team. Yeah, because I remember that. Because I remember when I was talking over the tickets with the ticket person with the Browns. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was funny. I was listening to a guy that does the watch alongs and comments on the game,
Yeah.
and he was saying something about getting season tickets. Only problem with season tickets, you could be sitting next to somebody or close to somebody you don't like, and you're stuck.
Right.
And I'm like, no shit, really. Because there was one guy that just annoyed us, but he hasn't been so bad recently. But he was the guy behind us that was just screaming about Jerome Ford the whole Bengals game. Like,
Oh
get
my
him out
gosh.
of there. He sucks. He sucks. Get him
Well,
out.
they have demoted him now. I mean, he's not doing jack squat.
Judkins is the future with this offense right now.
Yes.
And I'm glad we picked him. I like our draft class. I think the offense needs to be worked. I think the biggest priority next year will be the offensive line.
22 carries, 21 carries for 82 yards, I think is what he had.
Something like
Something
that.
around that. So he's gotten, I mean, 3 games only. I think he's like 230 yards already. So good stuff.
He's doing very good for himself. Yeah,
Mike,
absolutely.
Thank you for participating in our podcast tonight.
Everybody, thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. Lou, final thoughts on anything else before we let everybody go?
I said I'm 70% sure that it's going to be Dylan Gabriel starting in London. Kickoff 9:30 a.m. Ohio time. So I'll be up. I get up. I'll be up and I'll be watching the game. And I think I honestly, guys, I'm thinking 11 out of the next 13 are winnable.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying we're going to win all of them, but I'm saying they're winnable. I'm thinking if we could pull off 6 or 7 wins, that's a pretty much where we thought we were. So let's see what we can do the rest of the way. Thank you.
All right, Lou. Take care. See you guys. Go Browns.
Go Browns. Go Tribe.